Duchess, hello Raiders, welcome in. My name is Tom, this is Nerds of the West. This is the final stream for day one of TLN 43? I think it's 43, I think I've done my maths right. Welcome in, how are we all doing? Who's been here the whole time? What is everyone up to? It is a very cold Sunday morning here in Australia, which means really it's only like 14 degrees Celsius, but Australian houses make it feel colder on the inside because we build our houses for summer. How are y'all doing? What is going on? My name is Tom. As I said, today I will be showing you Star Tycoon from the lovely folks at Good Games Publishing. This game was sent to us. The stream isn't sponsored, but this is a game that we would have liked to sneak in and show off its awesome market system. But unfortunately, today you get it solo instead of any kind of everyone else here with me. Hello Legends, hello Panda, hello Anne. Sunday, I am Confusion. It's TLN. They're in the past and therefore we're in the future and we stream at the wrong time. Time zones confuse me so much. And like, that's not a good thing to say before I start traveling to the other side of the world because I know I'm going to get everything so wrong. Oh, 110 Fahrenheit? That's like that's bad. I don't even need to do the maths on that. I know that's bad. I literally had to send a message through and be like, what time zone are you all in at the moment? Are you in daylight savings time or not in daylight savings time? Because when are you coming to this side of the world? I'll be at Gen Con. I'm traveling to Gen Con, which is I still don't believe it. I'm doing other things as well, but I will be in the US for 4 days. So I'll mostly be in Canada, but I'll be in the US for 4 days. Hello, Rebecca. How you doing? I lied. There are other people here. She's just leaving me.
Hello. Yes.
I hope so.
Not alone.
Oh, what a bloody legend. His bigger guy.
Thank you, Cosmic Beat, for the follow. I hope our paths cross. The first day of Gen Con, I live in the CG room, so come find me. I will absolutely look for you. The first day of Gen Con is my birthday, so there'll be something happening. I should stop saying that and actually just organize it. But there will be something happening on the Thursday night. So if I don't send you a message about it, send me a message about it, Duchess, and we'll make sure that you're aware of what's happening. It's gonna be good. Anyway, I will keep talking to you about other stuff. The weird state we switched time zones, Arizona. It's Arizona. Wait, you switched time zones? Thank you for the... Wait, no, Corthane subscribed or followed? I feel like Corthane was already following. Doesn't tell me up there anymore, it only tells me over there. I have 3 screens I can see right now. None of them are telling me what Corthane just did. When you say Arizona switches time zones, what do you mean? Because, like, I know people switch time zones for daylight savings, but do you just shift a little bit? Thank you, Corthane. We appreciate it. I will keep talking about time zone and keep talking about dumb things and keep talking about Gen Con plans, but right now, I'm going to show you how to play Star Tycoon. As I said, I was really keen to show off this game because it's got a really cool market system, and you will still get to see that in action in a single-player game. The main thing that happens in a single-player game is it's not a single round, it's 3 rounds that you have to beat back-to-back. And I will say, I haven't done that yet. I've only beaten 2. I've never been able to beat the 3rd, which is really tough, and we'll see if we can make it happen in time today. Is Beck Nova-ing today? I don't know what that means. Beck's going to work, unfortunately for her. So, Star Tycoon. The aim of the game is to get the most points, but in single player, the aim changes based on your Omniforge, and my Omniforge for today is number 2. This is my Omniforge. This is where I will always get resources from. It is wonderful. It is beautiful. This is my home planet, is Magna. Magna cares about me getting energy. As long as I've got 3 things that produce energy, I'll get some points. I also need a corporation to start with before I then find out what my actual end game goal is. And I have the choice of 3 different corporations. And I am going to take the one that gives me a bunch of money to start with, a bunch of planets to start with, or a bunch of ability to buy planets. This is my corporation, the Kratech Fearsome Accounting. When I take the trade action, I can make up to 3 transactions. Normally you can only make 2, but I'll be able to make 3 today. Goodbye, Rebecca. Oh, thank you for the follows. We appreciate it. Or gifted subscriptions. One of the 2.
Smashing.
Bye.
And then, yes, thank you to Beyond Dead for remembering that I exist. I appreciate it.
So, as I said, victory conditions change in this game based on what your Omniforge is. And so for me, my victory condition for this first round is that I have to reach 30 overall points from a mix of all of the planets that I buy, the developments that I build, and some extra bonus scoring, which for me today will be the number of planets that I have. Through all those combinations, anything that has the little victory wing symbol, I will get 30 points. I will need to get 30 points, otherwise, man, if I lose game 1, it's really not a good stream. But I do get a little bit of help. There are 6 Omniforges in the game because this game can support up to 6 people, I believe. Should probably check that before I say it. I've never played it as 6 people. I lied, this game only supports 4 people. There are still 6 Omniforges in the game. Omniforge number 5, I will not have to try and beat its victory conditions because it is giving me a starting buff of start with a second random Omniforge. If I win this game, I don't discard that to the box. So not only do I have number 2 Omniforge giving me resources, I also have number 4 Omniforge. And spoiler alert, that means number 4 Omniforge is going to be my win condition for the next game. What that also means is I get those Omniforge's starting resources, and I can use them as part of my Omniforge action. There are 6 actions in this game. 6 actions? 7 actions. One of them is to take a loan from the bank. I never do that. It's just a bad idea and you end up costing yourself more money in the end. So right now I need my starting resources. So I get the starting resources that are on my accounting, which is 3 of the little ships. They will help me to settle on planets. I need a grass and a food from, that might also be a flame. No, that's a flame. Look, it's the green one and the brown one. I need a blue one from my second Omniforge and a energy, which is money, from my second Omniforge, and then 3 extra money. The only difference, if you are familiar with this game in solo mode, apart from all the different setup, is that the refresh action isn't an action you can take. You can just spend 1 energy to refresh any of the things that you need to purchase. For those of you who have no idea what is really going on right now, my aim, I need to get to 30 victory points and build at least 5 of the Logistics Hub, the Wellness Center, the CEO Monument, the Executive Retreat, and the Corporate Office, which I know from experience will all come from this second area of developments here. There are none available for me right now, but they'll come out a little bit later. There are 4 rounds in this game, and each round has 3 turns, and each turn, thank you for the follow, Mumstream. No, subscription, damn, I'm so used to following. I normally have the lights on to tell me which one it is. They're not working. Thank you, Anne. 4 rounds, as indicated by this track up here. Each round has 3 turns, and each turn has 3 actions, which means I'm getting 3 times 3, which is 9 times 4, which is 36 actions to beat that score. I need to get 30 points in 36 actions, and the main 2 ways that I have to score points right now, Time Roller as well. I'm assuming somebody gifted subscriptions. Governor Mort, thank you very much for gifting subscriptions. It's good to see you. It's been a while. My home planet will give me 3 points at the end if I have 3 developments that give me energy. and my accounting cares about going to the beach. If I have 3 planets that are beach-type planets, which we can see in the top here, this one is a home planet. If I have 3 of those wave icons on my planets, I will have those 4 victory points. Right now, I'm going to get started and keep talking to you wonderful people. Oh, congratulations on the raise. I'm so happy when people are doing well. It's just good. I need to decide what my action is. I do need to have less than 7 or less resources from all my pool of resources down here by the end of this first round. Otherwise, I have to discard some, and they also move the market. We'll move the market in time. It is, as I said, my favorite part of this game. First things first, I think, obviously, I care about getting energy icons. And there are some planets that care about energy icons and some developments that like energy or give me energy. So I'm going to spend a ship as my first action to purchase a card, and I'm going to purchase the Ducat system. It's a big fiery planet, or a big fiery sun. Unfortunately, it is not a wave system, but that's all right. It's a sun system. And then I'm going to purchase for a blue this generator. Now this is slightly special because 1, it's giving me -1 points, but 2, it's also giving me illegal goods in the form of those little skulls, and they are super powerful, but also can't be discarded or sold. So you've got to not flood yourself with illegal goods, otherwise you can't trade in real goods anymore. So I'm going to take that there development, and I'm going to slide it under here. Now that does mean I'm currently at -1 points, which our score tracker can't go below 0. We haven't developed that technology yet. I won't be updating this constantly, but I'll probably check it at the end of each round. So I pay my blue token there. If this Ducat system has 3 different energy symbols in its developments under it, that'll mean I get its 4 points. It can also only have 1, 2, 3 developments. So unless I can get one that has a... Ornus is a legend too. Unless I can get one that has multiple energy symbols, I won't have the ability to put any extras on there. Mitch is a legend as well. I'm assuming somebody gifted more subs. I really need to figure out why it's not working up there. I apologize to those who have been so supportive of us, because we can only do this with the underscore. Thank you. We can only do this with the support of you wonderful folks here on Twitch and YouTube and on our Patreon and buying our merch and all those other fun YouTube-y things, and supporting TLN. Everything's just so cool. We get to play board games. How cool is that? It's the... Anyway. Board game. I've got 8 resources currently, and I need to discard down if I'm not going to use one to purchase something. I'm almost tempted to... I'm double checking if there's anything really good here for me to buy, but there kind of isn't. These ones down the bottom, I don't really see the need to buy in a solo game. There is, I believe, a solo mode that does care about them, but they're a little bit too expensive to ever really care about. They're mostly endgame score. So, not so fussed, especially in the early game, to get some resources. I need resources. I am going to, I think I will pay 1 to clear both of these markets away. No, that can only clear full markets. I am lying with my abilities. Clear this market away to try and get one of the cards that the endgame cares about. Communications array, wellness center, and mining. Now, wellness center is one of the ones that I need. All the ones that I need won't be giving me resources, but they will be giving me victory points, so it is a little bit easier in at least this version of the solo mode, this specific challenge, to just focus on getting these. Now, the problem is, I still need to take one action for the turn, and I definitely don't have 3 brown icons or a purple icon. So I can't purchase that right now. What I do know is that I have a brown icon here and a green icon, so I only need to purchase 2 more and a purple. So what I'm going to do is take the trade action. Now I can take 3 transactions when I make the trade action this time around because of my corporation. And trading works like this. At the moment, you got the costs up here. Everything is smack bang in the middle. You spend 1 energy, you get 1 resource. So I'm going to spend 1 energy to get myself a brown resource. And then that is going to, because I bought, move this way, flip it over, and I can't do that transaction anymore. In the future, it's going to cost me 2 for 1 resource. What this means is that in a multiplayer game, all of this stuff is going to be moving left and right on different people's turns, and you are timing the market. You are buying as you need to at the right time. So eventually you're paying 1 energy for 4 resources, and then later on you can sell 1 resource for 4 energy. So depending on what your goals are in the game, things will shift and move and have fun. I'm also going to buy the purple resource that I do need. And now I can take another action, but I think it's better for me to not right now. Because I'm going to move the tracker up, and in a solo game, this is how you move the market. In a multiplayer game, as everyone else buys things, everybody else sells things, the market will move. In a single player game, you're not going to see that as often, and you're also not going to see the cards that you can buy moving as often. So the single player game forces you to shuffle through the deck to see more cards more often, and in doing so, move the market. So I'm going to have to discard 2 cards from here and 2 cards from each of these sections. We never touch the level 3 section. Once again, solo mode doesn't really care about them. But for every planet that I discard, for each of its symbols in the bottom here, I move that symbol to the left. So blue resources and ship resources, pink resources, are very cheap right now. They're going to be very useful in the future, I hope, but both of those planets are gone and I can't purchase them anymore. For all of your developments, it moves them back to the right. So unfortunately, the brown resources that I do need are going to become more expensive. I'll be able to get them, don't you worry, it's going to be fine. I do only need 3 of them and I already have 2. There are no illegal resources, but this pink ship does move 1 to the right. And then for level 2, I'm obviously not going to discard the one that I need to win the game, but that does mean I'm forced to discard this one, which moves the blue resource back to the right again. This one doesn't have anything on it. This is a communications array. It just cares about the more communications array you have, the more points you get. So that is the end of the first round. Those are all discarded, and I'll make sure I discard them to the right spot so I don't have to shuffle everything later, or unshuffle everything later. It's going to be tough. And we'll flip out some new cards. We have the CEO monument, which is another one that I do have to build, so that's good. At least I know that after I built this one, I can aim for this one. Nothing in here is really going to matter right now, but the planets are what I'm hoping to flip out at something that will let me build a wave planet. We did not, and so now I have to consider my turns. And I'll get 3 more actions. Obviously, I can build under this planet, and I can also build under this planet. This planet is probably the best choice right now to build the Wellness Center under, because the Wellness Center doesn't go towards any of these other requirements that I have right now. But I also have this planet up here, and while it doesn't meet any specific requirements for anything I've got, what it does have is it cares about the kinds of planets that are underneath it rather than the kinds of resources that they produce. So you'll see the little heart under there is the little heart that is under the wellness center. So if I'm aiming to pick up a few extra points and hit that 30, then that's probably a pretty good choice. It's not 100% the perfect play because it's not a wave planet, but I still think it's the right play right now. So I'm going to, I didn't actually take my purple last time, pay the ship to build that planet and chuck it into my tableau. I am then going to take an Omniforge action, and the best part about the bonus setup for this round is I get both of these. I will get both the green and the brown resource, and the blue and the energy resource. Which obviously I have a lot of resources, and I've only got one action left for the round, but that's fine. I'm going to spend the 3, the green, and the purple to build myself the wellness center. So that is going to be 3 victory points, which is very useful, but of course I am down 1 from the illegal planet here. Let me actually put my resources back. And I'll slide that bad boy under there. That is my 3 actions. You can see how quickly this game can move when you actually kind of know what you're doing. My score as it stands right now... wrong button. I'm on 2 victory points. I've taken 6 actions, I'm on 2 victory points. I'm not quite a quarter of the way through it. I'm definitely not a quarter of the score through yet. But I have got one of the main cards that I need to win, which I'm feeling alright about. So I have to do the discard again. Obviously, there's only 2 choices here, so unfortunately, I don't get to build this CEO monument. And fortunately, though, the generator only creates energy and illegal goods, so I don't have to move anything to the right on the market for that. Here, I am going to choose the generator. Actually, I'm going to leave the generator because I care about energy generation in multiple ways here. So I'm going to discard these 2, which means the green one moves to the right and the blue one moves to the right, getting a little bit more expensive. And unfortunately, only one of these planets has a resource, so the blue one moves back to the left, and because this one doesn't have any resources under it, it doesn't move anything. God, I love having a blue screen when most cards are blue. So we'll flip out some new cards. The only thing that is interesting to note about these cards is these ones are smuggling cards. You can take a smuggling action, which is basically a way to trade with either the people who have this card, trade with the market, or trade with yourself without actually affecting the market. You can notice them by the little purple icon there. In this case, I can sell any one resource for an energy. Not great in that I don't have any of the 5 cards that I need to build right now, but hopefully I can focus just on building up some extra planets, because I also get points for how many planets I have, and pretty good. This is a wave planet, so I will move the action marker. Everything is ready for this next round, and I will spend my final ship currently to add that extra planet into my tableau. Alright, that's one action. This cares about the science resource, the purple resource, and illegal goods, which means I'm tossing up between 2 things right now, because I've got this research station here that makes that and an illegal good, so that's a good way to get some victory points on here. But I've also got the generator that will care about science. Oh, sorry, the generator that makes the energy that I need for these two. And I think that's my better bet. So I'm going to have to spend 2 energy at the market to buy a single science. And unfortunately, that is all I'm going to be able to do unless I really want to sell this green one for energy. And that's not a bad call. There's nothing right now that I really care about this, and I know I'm about to get another one. So I am going to do that. I'll sell that for 2. And then I think I'll leave it at that. I could obviously spend some more, do some extra transactions because of my corporation, but I know most of this market is about to disappear and I don't really care about anything else right now. So rather than hope for the future, I'm just going to play it safe, play it smart, be a businessman. I'm then going to spend my blue and my purple for the generator. And this is going to get me ever closer to quite a few victory points. In fact, it will lock me into 3 victory points now that I realize it. So I'll slide this one under here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This planet obviously isn't done yet. This planet needs 3 energy resources under it, but it only has 2 at the moment. What I have realized is one of my Omni Forges does generate me some energy. So I have 1, 2, 3 places that generate energy. I have the 3 victory points from my home world right now. I don't believe there's any way for me to lose those, so that's 3 points locked and loaded. I am currently sitting on 5 victory points and feeling all right about this round so far. Obviously, my main focus has to be on buying the specific developments that I need, but 30 victory points definitely seems like it's in reach, at least for where I'm sitting at right now. That is the end of that round, so we do have to do the discards again. I am going to discard... well, unfortunately, there are nothing in the planets that will give me resources or move the market, so they'll move nothing. Everything will get more expensive with the green, and the purple is now 4 money if I need to buy it, which means I might need to end up taking a loan if I really need purple, but we'll see how we go. So that's that one done. And down here, I'd prefer to leave my options open, so I'm going to not move the ships, the pink icon at all, because otherwise everything is just going to be absolutely cooked in the market right now. I'll flip out some new ones. I'm hoping for one of the cards that I care about. Does not happen. And then we'll see if any more wave planets come out up here, because that's probably going to be my best bet, at least to start with. That shouldn't be in there. That is a home planet. Haha. No wave... no, we do have a wave planet. Alright, it is only a small one. It only needs 1 resource under it, but it's something. It's good. It's working. Right now, though, we move to the start of the next round, and we get event cards, because, of course, there are event cards in this. It's the way they keep games fresh and exciting, and I love it. Market shift. Move all trade markers 1 space to the left if possible. Good. Good. Sometimes events are actually nice to us. Most of the time they're not. This will move to the left. This will move to the left. They all move to the left. And I can get ready for my next round. I also get any resources that I'm generating at the start of each round. So I will be getting an energy and a black market good and an energy here. And a green and a brown and a blue and an energy. So I do have a lot of money ready to buy things from the market if it comes down to it. What I really do need, I think, is more planets. which is very fortunate because I can take a single trade action right now. And for 1 energy, I can get 4 ship icons. So I'll move that one to the right. And I need to double check then what other resources I might be generating and what I care about. I think I like the idea of getting some science and purple generation going on. That's going to be very useful to build up the specific cards that I need. I don't really care about the shipyard anymore. The fun one is this card here. This is the refinery. It's full of smog and gross and dirty things, but that means it's a haven for the black market. It has an alternate cost. I can, instead of spending 2 energy and a science, I can just spend a black market good and build that one, which is honestly pretty fantastic. It will also let me steal from the bank. In a multiplayer game, you steal from somebody else at the table, but I will be stealing from the bank with that one. So I will be purchasing that at some point soon. But now I need to finish my transactions. So I'm just sorting out all my resources. 1 action, 2 action. I'm not going to be able to buy both of those. So I think this is the better choice. Maybe I don't actually take a trade action. Maybe that's the better choice right now. Maybe I go back on everything that I've just done. I ignore this tiny little planet. And instead, I start by purchasing this card for a black market resource. I then purchase this card for my second action. Chuck that under there, and this way I have a lot more resource generation. Is there a third card that I would like to buy or I care about buying? Or do I, with my 6 resources, taking an Omniforge action isn't a good choice because I just won't have resources left over to use. Nothing is particularly good right now. Also, I need to put this one under here because I'm a moron and I care about those extra victory points. I can just pass, but what I think I'm going to do is spend an energy to clear away this market and hope to find one of the specialist cards that I need. Communications Array is not that. Refinery is not that. And Logistics Hub is that. Alright, that is the one that we're going to be leaving behind. So we know we're going to be moving these 2 on. And I need a blue, a brown, a green, a purple, and an energy. Purple is what's going to be the sticking point because it costs me 3 to buy 1. But I can afford that. Alright, so I will then take the trade action. As my final action for the round, I will purchase a single purple icon for 3 money, which is honestly not amazing. I'm not happy with that, but it is the victory condition, so you kind of have to do it. But we'll move the marker forward. We will clear these 2 away, making the green icons more expensive. I can only clear 1 away here, so that's all that gets moved, making ships more expensive. But then I am going to move these 2, once again making ships cheaper, but they can only move that 1 to the left. And we'll flip out some new cards. I'm getting really, really unfortunate here. Because I know I'm set up to buy the logistics hub, I'm not going to be buying the corporate office, and the corporate office is going to move away. But hopefully there's enough other cards in there that I'm not going to miss out on the 5 that I need, seeing as I've only got 1 so far and we're almost at the halfway point of the game. It's getting tight. It's getting tough. I believe that's all that setup done. For my first action, I would like to take my Omniforge action. So I will get a green and a brown and a blue and an energy. And then I will spend a green, a blue, brown, a purple, and an energy on the logistics hub. And I could buy this one. I do actually have the resources for this one, but this one hits the symbol requirement for my Nitrov planet, so I'm really hoping I can get those 4 victory points, and that'll be enough to push me over the top. That does give me an additional 3 right now. As these planets are great for victory points, but not so good for getting resources, which I'm starting to move away from resources. I'm at that middle point of the game where resources don't matter as much, but it depends how much money I can generate as to how many it's actually going to matter. I then only have a brown and a blue resource left, which is not enough to do anything with. I could take a trade action and get myself 2 money, but I think my better choice is honestly just to take another Omniforge action and have extra resources for the next round and hope that I can spend them on something. So I'm going to do that again for a blue, an energy, a green, and a brown. Mixing up my tokens. And that's the end of that round. So I'm going to clear these away. Fortunately, nothing here moves the markets. I am just losing the card that I care about for the win condition. I am going to... I never did my steal, but that's okay. I'm the one who forgot to do that. I am going to clear away the... I'm going to clear away the mining because it has a blue symbol on it, which means all the blues that I have that are currently not really doing anything to build anything for me will then be this thing that I sell for more money to buy the things that I am building with. Of course, that's going to come back and bite me in the ass when I need the blue to build the specific card later on, but we'll see what happens. So I'm going to move that one to the right, and I'll move the shipyard to the right. So I wouldn't mind leaving the generator there to then build for this one to get those 4 victory points. So move those to the right, but then we are going to sell... I'm going to leave the jump system, as much as it would be nice to make everything there cheaper. Instead, we're going to make the science and the greenery cheaper from this one, and we're going to clear this planet away, because wave planets, I just need 2 more, and that's 4 more victory points. We'll reset those markets. We'll move to the 3rd round. We'll see if we get something that we want to build. Unfortunately not. See if we get another wave planet up here. Unfortunately not, but that's okay. Let's have a look at what we might want to build. Obviously, the generator would be really nice. I would just need an additional money right now. So I think I'll take a trade action, and I'm going to sell a brown for 2 money. I'd love to sell the green for another 2 money, but I don't think that's going to happen. And I will buy myself 3 ship tokens for that money. What's really unfortunate is obviously I can take an extra transaction, and I'd love to feed my accountants, but they're really doing nothing for me right now. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to feed them a little bit for my second action, purchasing the Wave Planet. Just because it's going to give me points. It's an easy couple of points if I can get that one with a single icon on it, and to get another Wave Planet to hit myself 4 Wave Planets and get those points there. So I will add that planet, add that system. I will then spend 2 energy and a green to purchase the generator. And this time I will remember to steal. And I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm all good. I'm going to steal a purple because that is the most expensive if I want to buy it in the future. And I'm going to slap that bad boy. Hello, Gary. How you doing? Slap that bad boy underneath this one, which will give me a bunch of income at the start of the next round, but also right now, 4 points. We're at the halfway point of the game, and I'm not quite at the halfway. Yeah, they do. Planets absolutely are recorded as assets. I'm at the halfway point of the game, and I'm not quite at the halfway score point, but it's not looking bad. I only need 1 more Wave Planet, and that will give me 4 points. I also need to buy 3 more of the main cards that this game cares about. The Wellness Center, Logistics Hub, CEO Monument, Executive Retreat, and Corporate Office. And each of those is worth 3 points. So I know if I don't get those, I don't win anyway, but that's a guaranteed 9 points. So I'm feeling all right. I've also got 5 planets currently, which is an additional point. So that's not bad. I'll only count those ones at the end because we'll see how it all stacks up with multiple planets. But it means if I'm buying 1 more Wave Planet, that's also another point. So I'm feeling good on points. I just need to make sure that those cards do come out. Right now we're going to scoot away the mining because that's got 2 blue symbols, which means my plan of selling off my crystals, that's what they are, not fire. The blue symbols will in fact give me more money. Unfortunately, the browns are also getting more expensive, but the blues are definitely in the selling zone right now because I definitely know markets. But then fortunately with these planets here, goodbye Gary, 1, 2, 3, green goes down 1 and blue goes down 1 as well. So those are done. We'll set this market back up. Do we get the ones we care about? We do have a wellness center. Ladies and gentlemen, it is on. Let's not do a second one. It's a second one. That's a CEO monument. This deck hates me. I am believing in the heart of the cards, and the heart of the cards is stabbing me in the back at every moment. Do we have a wave this time around? We don't. All right, well, I guess we got to see if we can buy both of these this turn. First of all, we're going to get our resources. Actually, first of all, I believe we're going to get our event just to keep the game in its correct order. Fishing. It's a fishing scam. During this round, when card is replenished, not refreshed, into the market row, place a black market on top of the bank. When you take or reserve such cards, you take their black market as well. So that means I'm going to get a bunch of extra black market symbols. And that will happen at every card that comes out at the end of a round. So that's not great, but we'll see what happens. For the cards that I care about right now, I need science, which I have. Now I get my resources. Let's do that first. Green and brown and blue and energy. And another science, and another green, and then 3 more energy, and a black market. All right. That's a lot of resources, player 2. Let's see where I'm stacking up for what I need right now. I need science, an energy, a brown and 2 light, 2 pinks. That's pretty good. I then need 2 brown, science, 2 pinks that I don't have. Sorry, a pink that I don't have, and that. All right, I might actually be able to buy both of these. That's pretty good. I'm feeling better about myself. So I'm gonna start by purchasing the wellness center because I already have that. So I will spend 2 and, well, I'll spend everything I just talked about. Let's not waste time when we literally just said those words. So this is the wellness center. I believe we've seen it before, but now we have something that is relevant. Last time I built this card, I didn't have any wave planets. Now I do. I've got 2 of them, which means just for building this, I get 2 more science. It's not bad. Unfortunately, it's not the 2 more brown or shipping that I need, but that's okay. I am going to slap that underneath my main system because I don't care about anything else right now, and that is 3 more victory points. So we are at the halfway point for score. I then need to get a brown and a shipping, which means I'm going to need to take the trade action. So I am going to start by purchasing myself some shipping to get myself 2 shipping symbols. I'm then going to need to purchase a brown, which only cost me 1 to get 3. So I've definitely got bulk resources right now, and it's all going to go horribly wrong for me. And I have way too many resources, and this is going to go terribly. And I'm just going to double check. I believe it's the end of each action that this happens. Yep. No, it's at the end of the round. All right, no, I'm fine. Cool. I thought it was the end of each turn. It's the end of the round. So I've got these resources to spend this round. This seemed a little bit strange. I've never had this many resources before. So then I'm going to purchase for 2 and a shipping. I will purchase the CEO monument because, of course, CEOs are so special they need monuments built towards them. Space capitalism. That goes under my main planet as well for an additional 3 victory points. And now I'm feeling a lot better. I only need 1 more of those, and I can then just focus on victory points. That is my 3 actions for that round, though. So I need to discard this communications array, which moves nothing. I will discard the... I want both of these cards. That's the problem. But because this one can be built with black markets, I'm going to build that one. So I'm going to discard the mining, which moves the blue, and the agriculture, which moves the brown. And I'm going to discard the... I'll discard both of these. So purple will move up a little bit, shipping will move up a little bit, and this one doesn't move anything. And hopefully we get some good cards out for this round. Nothing that we care about for scoring there, but for the endgame condition there, but we do care about for scoring, so that's not bad. I can also build that. That's pretty good. Do we get a wave, though? That is all I care about. We do not. And I don't have the money to clear those. I will make sure I move the market. All right. To make sure I'm using my resources, I'm going to build this agriculture card, which gives me two lovely brown income. and I'm going to put that under my Jums system. Now this only needs 1 brown to give me its victory points, and it's got 2, so now I've got 2 additional victory points. For those of you who are, I've just realized, been watching Nerds of the West closely for the last couple of weeks, or 6 months really, you might notice there's no dog. Unfortunately, our dog that we were dog sitting, we were looking after for the last 6 months, finally went home yesterday. So he's off to his new home, back with his owner, and it's a little sad. It was nice having a dog. I get one after Gen Con. See what happens. Alright, I've purchased 1 thing. I'm then going to focus on victory points while I can. I'm going to use my black market symbol because you can't discard illegal goods when you have over 7. So I'm going to use that to get this research station and put it underneath this planet Mercer here. So I'm close to getting its 4 victory points. I just need another way to make black market symbols, which I can actually get right now, which I think I'll do. So because when I bought that, it lets me steal, I'm going to steal a blue, and then I'm going to use that blue to purchase this refinery. So 2 blue and a brown. Probably shouldn't be using my resources so willy-nilly, but I've got another 4 turns until I lose. This does lose me a point for buying it. However, by placing it underneath this system here, I now have 2 purple and a black market symbol under there, which means it gets me 4 points. So I'm feeling pretty good about my score right now. I'm not feeling good about the fact that we're halfway through and I've only played 1 round of 3, but I might go longer, I might just lose. We'll see what happens. So that's my score as it sits going into this third turn of round number 3. We discard all of these, which unfortunately means the purple symbol is moving all the way to the right. The green symbol is moving 1 to the right, but then each of those is moving 1 back to the left as well. And green symbol as well. There we go. Because I'm moving these ones on, these ones on, these ones on. And let's hope... Hey, look, Executive Retreat. That is the exact card that we need. There are 2 of them, but that's fine. That is something that we need to build. It is a little out of reach in resources, but we'll see what we can do to make that happen. I also know that there are 2 of them there, so I'm not going to discard both of them. We still don't have a wave planet here, so that's not good, but I don't know if I'm going to need those 4 points. We'll see what happens. Thank you, Governor Mort. I just choked there. Thank you very much for hanging out and very much for supporting the stream with your gifts. It's very good to see you. Hope to catch up soon. Bye. I need... Now, these don't cost the same, so let's see what's going to be better for me. This costs 2 green, a brown, a purple, and a pink. This one costs 2 brown, a purple, an energy, and a green. Now I could... So for this one, I just need an extra brown and then a green. And that's a little bit expensive. So I think my better play, and it's a really dumb play. No, actually, I can't afford this one with just 1 turn. This one I can do with 2 turns. This one I can do with 1 turn. I'm going to take my Omniforge action, and I'm going to get myself a brown, a green, a blue, and a energy, which, if I've done my maths correct, is 2 brown, a purple, an energy, and a green. That is exactly correct for buying that one. I have met the first of the victory conditions. I have now got 5, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these cards. Do I have a good planet to put it on? No. Is it worth me buying a planet first? Probably. Because otherwise, I'm one away from these points. Yeah. Better for me to buy a planet first. So buy a planet first. I'll buy this one. None of them are particularly good, but that's okay. That one, just because it cares about the symbol that's on the bottom of that one, in case more of those come out and it's a way I can build them. So that is 3 points. I'll double check my points. I may have already added those points. I don't think I have. But that puts me on 26 points right now with 3 rounds left and all of the 5 cards I need to build purchased. I am good. I'm set. I'm done. I need 4 points and I actually only need 2 points. And in fact, if I can purchase a planet at the next round, I'm good. I'm getting 2 points currently from this, 1 more planet, and I'm getting 5 points. I got this in the bag. So let's just make sure it all happens. We clear everything away. Fortunately, this moves none of the market. I will move the energy to the right because I'm generating so much of it now that I don't really care. I'll move the blue to the right because I also don't care. And I'd like to purchase the green if I need to. I'll clear these 2 planets away and move both of those back to the left one. So really nothing just happened. And let's see. And there's the wave planet we need. I am well into 2 wave planets. We are set. Literally nothing matters right now. Unless an event comes out and ruins everything. I also realize now I wasn't doing the black market event and I apologize. I think I would have 3 black market icons. It only matters for the fact that I can't discard them. Half of these would have them as well. But for now, let's check what the event is for the next round before I get my income. Bribery. Each player gains a black market. During this round, you can use black market instead of using money. Sick. I love the black market. My income. I get a green and a brown, and a blue and a energy, and a green and 3 energy, and 2 purple, and another black market, and another black market for that one, 2 purple, got resources for days, 2 green, 2 brown, and then for my first action, I would like to trade, and I'm going to buy myself 2 ship icons because they're like the only thing that I can't generate myself. Can I build anything else for points? Let's see how high I can go. I can build that as well. Sweet. I'm not even going to bother with more trades. I'm then going to buy this wave planet because it's got the prettier name of the 2. I like the name Vathus more than I like the name Vion, but they are both from the same system, and I think that's a cool thing this game does, is there are cards that care about what system these planets are in. It's just extra little details that make everything a little bit better. So I'm going to buy that planet, which puts me up to 7 planets. I'm going to buy this corporate office because I'm going to keep buying more and more of those. Yep. And that is my 2 actions for the round, and I'm going to double check my score there. That can slide under there. That's an additional 3 points. And let's just go through everything. If there's no point in me playing the rest of it out because I've already won, well then that's okay. So, first things first. My Kratark Fearsome Accounting wants me to have 3 wave planets, and I have 1, 2, 3. So that, let me just set my score down to 0, is 1, 2, 3. My Magna, my home planet, cares about me generating at least 3 different ways of generating energy, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is an additional 3 points. On my home planet, I have 2 of the WinCon cards for this round, so that's an additional 6 points. Ducat cares about having energy symbols underneath it, so that's 4 points. But I do lose a point for this card here. This planet, unfortunately, I did not meet, but I do have these 2 WinCon cards underneath for an additional 6 points. This card cares about having purple and a black market icon, so that's an additional 4 points. But I lose 1 for this black market icon. This card cares about agriculture generation, so it gives me an additional 2 points. This card doesn't give me anything because I've only got 1 thing under it, but it does give me an additional 3 points. And then, of course, I bought this final one here for an additional 3 points. And our end game scoring was building building a certain number of planets. Because I have 7 planets, I get an additional 5 points. And that leads me to have, before I even finish the final round, 37 points. I did it. That's the solo mode, or at least that's the solo mode for when you are playing Omniforge number 2. I really enjoy this game. I'm really keen to get this going with 4 players and see how the market shifts and how everything moves. If you're keen to check this out, it's called Star Tycoon. It's cool. I think it's great. I believe they'll be showing this off at Gen Con. I don't know if this is available in retail yet. Have a look. Right now, I'm going to set up for the next round because, as I said, a solo mode is 3 rounds in a row that you have to try and beat. So I am going to be doing number 4 because my bonus was that I get an extra Omniforge, but that Omniforge then doesn't get discarded. So number 4, I need to beat 30 victory points, build 2 off-world exporters, and make at least 4 transactions using those exporters. Place the black market symbols from the bank of the market to keep track of how many export transactions you've made. I'm going to be caring about the black market even more this time. It's going to be good. So let's have a look at setup. Everything disappears. I need to get all my planets and shuffle them back into the planet deck. Is anyone else playing board games this weekend? Is anyone playing Board Game Arena this weekend? Because I know I am, and I probably should at some point check my rounds, my turn-based games, because I'm in 2 tournaments at the moment. I think I'm doing an Arc Nova tournament and a Azul. I'm doing an Azul tournament at the moment. That one's been a bit tougher because people are playing slowly, which always sucks, but what can you do? If you aren't on Board Game Arena, 1, jump on Board Game Arena, it's free and it's great. And 2, if you aren't on Board Game Arena, make sure you add the Nerds of the West account as a friend because we get turn-based games set up running through our Discord, so you can hang out with people, meet new people, play games. It's just playing games. Playing games is fun. I need to put these into their correct piles and then shuffle everything up really well. Because I shuffled so well last time, all my bad cards came out at the wrong time. Or my good cards came out at a bad time. We'll discard Omniforge number 2. I have Omniforge number 1. We'll get a new home planet and a new corporation. My corporation was the one that let me have 3 trades a turn, which only came in handy once, but it was handy. When you get a corporation, the corporation deck is quite thick. Not massively thick, but enough that you deal 3 out and choose 1 instead of just having a random corporation. I'm always a fan of deal multiple, choose 1. In any game that says randomly deal each player a character card. No, you deal everyone 2 and you get your choice. That's the better way to do it. Any board game that doesn't give you enough to do that is not trying hard enough. I don't know. They can do better. It's fun though. I like board games. If you're new here, we're Nerds of the West. We do board games every Saturday morning, Australian Western Standard Time, which is 5 o'clock. Not 5 o'clock, Friday night for the US and very early Saturday morning for the rest of the world, the Europeans among you. We are also just started our new Dungeons and Dragons live stream. I have always said that I prefer board games to Dungeons and Dragons, and I stand by that. But oh man, I have built up a dumb character. I am playing a Warlock Turtle. So my base AC is 17. And then I have decided that instead of doing the boring old Eldritch Blast, I am basically running a Warlock Paladin, where I've taken Hexblade. I have the extra special Hexblade called Cursebringer, and I have the ability to curse multiple people instead of just one, and just run around slashing at people. And I can expend a spell slot to deal an extra 2d8 slashing damage. So I think we figured out that without crits, I can do something like 40, 50 damage in a turn at level 3. Which is nuts. I do need to get rid of all my resources. So we're doing D&D on a Friday night, and we alternate between D&D and Magic at the moment. And I'm saying all this in the full knowledge that it is probably about to change, because I'm going to be away for a month. And I'm the one that, you know, I make some of this stuff happen. And people at Nerds have jobs that they need to do instead of just doing Nerds of the West stuff the whole time. Which means that while it's amazing that I have all these friends that I play board games with, I can't expect them to run multiple streams each week. So for most of August, we're probably only going to do one stream a week, but that's okay. Right now, I'm mostly set up for this round. We do know what my goal is, which is to build 2 of the off-world exporters. I assume that's a card and not just an off-world importer. I've got an off-world importer, and I'm going to very quickly check that this is not a typo. I don't think it is. I don't think that they would do that to me. But I don't know if I've seen a card called an off-world. There is an off-world exporter. All right, I'm all good. I'm all good. Just that moment where I go, have I seen that card? Is that card real? No, I'm sorry, developers. I should not judge you like that. All right, we have our starting market. We have our starting galactic market. I need a homeworld. So my homeworld is Crypto24 in the Magna system. I will get 3 victory points if I have at least 3 places that are generating me some fire, some greenery. Green icons. And my bonus for this round, let me just make sure that one's gone. My bonus for this round is Omniforge number 3, which means I draw 2 cards from the Development 2 deck and build it on my homeworld for free. Amazing. If this is an off-world exporter, I'm already set. It was not. That is unfortunate. It is a mining. So that will give me 2 blue and a communications array, which will just be some extra victory points, but might be useful. You never know. Victory. I could just focus on the off-world exporters and then communications array, and then that's my victory points. Now the fun part is, those are already in my tableau before I start. So I am going to then get my corporation, and I'm going to have some extra resources to start with. So my choice of corporations are Legitimate Ventures LLC. Once per turn, I may use a black market in place of any 1 token when purchasing a card. That's amazing. Orange Corp Consulting. You may purchase, reserve, and refresh from development rows that are not full. I mean, useful for clearing things out, but honestly, in a solo game, it's going to be fine. And Advanced Phase Mechanics. Each turn, you may swap the top 2 cards from any 2 decks with a card from their corresponding rows. So it's extra ways of flipping out cards. I think I'm going to use Legitimate Ventures LLC. And I'm going to try and get myself some black market cards to build with very quickly. So those will sit there. We'll reset the round marker, and I will get my first income of the game. So I start with 3 ships, 2 energy, a blue and energy, and then 2 additional blue. And I've really enjoyed the solo mode of this game because everything is so varied at the start. Because you're both aiming for a different win con, you're getting a different bonus, and then your home planet and your corporation are all giving you just a little bit different starting. Mid-game starts to feel a little bit samey, but the start, when everything's all a little bit different, is very, very nice. Hopefully you can tell I'm very much enjoying this. I'm definitely going to need some planets, and I'm definitely going to need some planets that care about... I also get black market. That care about greenery, but unfortunately there aren't any of those right now. So I might just go for a real basic... I'll start by building 1 planet, and I'll build Jums. Jums is back again. This was a very useful planet last time. And I'm building Jums because I can then, for my second action, build this agriculture card for a single black market, using my resources very effectively. This will let me steal, but also automatically gives me 2 points straight away, because I already meet the requirements for Jums. And I get to steal something which I'm not super fussed on right now. So I'm just going to steal I was going to say blue because I know blue's going to move, but honestly, I don't need to steal blue. I'm going to steal green. And then for my final action, I'm going to build another planet. Because I don't have the resources to build anything else right now. I could build the off-world importer, which would let me at any time sell for money, but I don't think that's super important. I could actually build another communications array and just get a bunch of victory points, but I honestly think I'm going to be fine. So I think I'll just build whatever planet I can. And I'll build Sahar. And that'll be the end of the round. Nice and quick. So we'll clear away the communications array and the off-world importer, so we don't have to move the market at all. We'll clear agriculture and the generator, which means we do move the market. And we'll move away this, which will clear the market for brown this way and pink back this way. And overall, a very quick, easy round 1. I'm really just hoping that we can get these off-world exporters built quickly. But until then, we'll just get some nice, fun planets. We've got my home Ducat system from last time there, which was very useful. And it does meet the requirements for my corporation. So we might be building that one. We still have nothing out that builds our green tokens. So that is unfortunate. But I'm feeling all right. I'm considering clearing away the market to try and get an off-world exporter early, because I also need to use it multiple times, which does make things more difficult. I also didn't point out that my bonus scoring for this round is planet types. So at the moment, I've already got 3 different ones. So I'm almost there for at least 1 victory point there. But different planet types are what we care about this round. I am going to pay an energy for a free action of clearing away this second row. And let's hope we get an off-world exporter. No, but we do get a refinery, which is going to cost blue, 2 brown, and a science. So we're going to have to leave that one there and try and build that in the future. I think a trade action might be necessary here. This is tough. I think I'll set up to be able to build that one while also giving me resources for the future. So I'm going to build a agriculture from here. I'm not caring about systems and matching right now. I just need to build what I can. And a research. So that's going to give me a brown and a purple in the future. And I'll chuck that bad boy under there. I do have one more action. So I think, in fact, building a planet first is a better call. And Mercer is actually very useful to me because it will give me a black market symbol, which I can use for anything thanks to my legitimate ventures incorporated. So I'm going to put this one under there instead. Or it's aiming for that in the future. It doesn't give me it yet. All right. Not a bad round. Not a particularly good round, but not a bad round. We're already on to round number 3. We're going to clear away this one and this one, which doesn't move the market. We'll clear away this one, which does move the market. And we'll clear away these two that don't move the market. Sometimes this game is just so simple. We do have another refinery, but this one costs a little bit more and is a little bit harder for me to build. We also have a smaller refinery here, which only gives me 1 green. However, it also gives me the black market symbol, the illegal goods that I do care about. So I'm considering getting that going for me, and I think that's a good choice. So I'm going to, my first action, I'm going to trade, and I'm going to sell a blue symbol for 2 money, and then I'm going to use one of that money to buy myself 2 brown symbols, brown tokens. And then I'm going to use one of those to build this refinery here, which will give me a green symbol, which my home planet cares about, and a black market symbol that this cares about. So getting closer to those victory points, and also black markets are just useful for me this time around. That's 2 actions. I've got a little bit left, but not a lot I can do. So I think I will just take I think I'll take an Omniforge action and get myself just some extra resources before the next round starts. So this time around, only 2 resources, a blue and an energy. And that's round 1 done already. Actions done, sorted. 3 of our 12 rounds are done. Let's clear the market away once more. Science is getting more expensive, but I'm already generating some, so I'm not so fussed. I will leave... this is a tough choice. I think I'm leaving this refinery behind because I'll be able to build it. So I will move the green that way, and then I will clear away these 2 planets and make both blue and pink very, very cheap in the future. I will get my event for this round, and I will try and keep track of it. This time, rocket science. Each player may choose to gain 2 science or 2 greenery. Well, I do actually get to see what comes out first. And in case either of those will help, I still don't have the off-world exporter. I think I'm going to grab the greenery because I like the look of some of these planets here. So that's a good move. That's a good move indeed. I will grab 2 greenery. And then I get all of my income. So I get a blue and a energy, along with an additional 2 blue from here. I get 2 brown, and I get a science, a greenie, and a black market from down here. I have a lot of resources, so let's speed round this and see what I can build. I think I have to build this. It is just too good not to build. So that will cost me 3 brown, and I don't have the shipping yet. Okay, so I need the shipping first. Cool, so I'm going to do a trade action, and I'm going to buy 4 shipping for 1 money. And I'll also buy, or do I sell some greenery for extra money? That's not a bad call. I'll do that. 3 money. And then I'm going to purchase this refinery to get my home planet's victory points out of the way quickly. So 1, 2, 3, and a shipping. And I'll slap that under my home planet. So now I'm meeting the requirements for my home planet. That's an additional 3 victory points. So heck yes. That's my second action. And for my third action, I think I might... You know what? Let's just nail this planet out of the way early. Give myself a bunch of science generation. So for a green and an energy, I'm going to build that under there. And that gives me an additional 4 points. I'm already at 8 points at the start of the second round. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. I'm liking this. I just need to get these off-world exporters, and I don't know what they're going to cost me. So, first things first, we end the round. We clear these out of the way. We clear this, which makes agriculture brown symbols more expensive. And we clear 2 of these. So let's clear the 2 that we don't. Oh, we do actually care about this one. So we are clearing these ones away. We care about this one because it has a sun symbol, which is what our corporation cares about. And we haven't built any of those yet. And that's a nice, easy 4 points if we can build it. What we really want, though, is the off-world exporter. There we go. And it is relatively cheap. And I can buy it. So this is my first off-world exporter of the game. It's going to cost me a blue and a shipping, and then in the future, for 3 money, I can get myself any resource and a shipping symbol. Amazing. Love it. Let's put that under this system because it's a sacrificial system and we don't care about it. We will then... We do need to use that 4 times, which is an action. But first of all, I'm going to do that all in a different order. I'm going to purchase this planet first, and then I'm going to put the off-world exporting underneath it, because we need to purchase more planets anyway. And then for my next action, I will be using that. So 3 money will give me some... What do I not have a lot of? Agriculture? Yeah, agriculture and shipping. And I will put a black market symbol on there to indicate that I have used that once. We need to use it 4 times this game. We've got it out early enough to do it. We still need to build another one, but... so far, this game is easier than my test games. That's all I can really tell you. That's the end of that round. So we clear these away, don't move the market. We'll clear both of these away because we don't care about those anymore, and we'll make green more expensive and therefore better to sell because we're getting a bunch of it. And we'll clear both of these away, making shipping a little bit nicer. That is the end of... That's the second round, right? Yeah. I'm not moving trackers when I should be. Don't have another off-world exporter, but that's okay. We might just be looking to build some planets this time around. We do have another sun planet, which is very useful. So we'll build one of those. This is Glint from the system of Glint. So that is 2 of the 3 sun symbols we need. And I'll take the time now to clear this market away and get myself, hopefully, another off-world exporter. Nope, that's fine. Now I don't have any money, but I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 symbols left. So let's do a trade for my second action to sell an green symbol for 4 money and a purple symbol. Yeah, we can sell a purple symbol for more money. Or do we... I'm gonna be discarding some stuff. I know that for sure. So let's just go for it. Purple symbol for 3 money. And we'll cycle through this deck as much as we can before we then activate this. So once again, free action. Cycle through this deck to get an off-world exporter. Nope, let's do it again. I'm worried about points, but I'm worried about time as well. Nope, let's do it again. Got bulk symbols this time around. But don't really mind. Nope, let's do it again. Importer. Off-world. There we go, off-world exporter. We're good. We need a green and a shipping, which we have for this action. And I will put that under here. It actually does go. Look, Belvita is in fact a terrible place full of black market. But then I'm going to spend 3 resources to get a... what am I not going to generate at the end of this? I'm generating so much of everything. Let's go shipping. We'll get 2 shipping. And that marks the halfway point of the game. My score isn't looking particularly amazing right now. I do have a bunch of different planetary systems. So I'm getting at least some of the planetary types bonus, but it's a halfway point. I'm not at the halfway score, but I am halfway done with the alternate win condition of this game. So, not alternate win condition, additional win condition of this round. So let's have a look then what's going to happen now. We need to clear these markets. I do need to double check what happens if you go through this whole deck. Because I've never done it, but I really needed that card. It's always a fun thing when you do a thing you've never seen before. Developments? Yep. Oh, hello, Wacky Tabaxi Tavern! Long time no see! Welcome to TLN 43. This is day 1, the end of day 1. In 12 hours' time, the lovely folks from Loserpalooza will be kicking things off again. It's a cold winter's day here in Australia. How are you doing? I am playing the solo mode of Star Tycoon, and right now I'm double checking what happens when I purchase too many of a card. Yep. Oh, thank you for following. My name is Tom. I am currently trying to beat the solo mode of Star Tycoon, where each round is randomized as to what your victory condition is, and you get a small bonus that is also randomized. I need to build 2 off-world exporters and use them 4 times, which I've already done, but I also need to get to 30 points, and I'm currently at 8. So that's not amazing, but we're getting there. If a deck runs out, that's it. So because I've cycled through this deck, I won't be able to build anything else from it. Also means it's not going to be influencing the market at the end of the round, but that's okay. So these 2 clear away. This one comes here. These 2, clear away. We move this one and this one. So it might make it a little bit harder for me to get some victory points, but we also then clear away these 2. And we get 3 new planets for me to purchase, and then we will get a new event for the midway point of the game. Influencers. Hey, anyone like board game influencers? They talk too much. One at a time, each player flips the helper token. If heads, they may move a trade marker 1 space to the left. If they move it 1 space to the right. I don't know if I got the helper token out of the box. So, oh, I did. Here he is. He's a little business robot man. Look at him go. I'm going to flip him. Heads, I get to move the market left. Tails, I move him right. I tried to catch it. I failed. But it's tails. So I'm going to move... you know what? I'm going to move science to the right. Have the opportunity to sell things in the future. Cool. Nice, easy event. Done. I get my income. That's super important. I get a blue and an energy. We get 2 blue and 2 green. We get a brown. Another brown. We get a purple. And a green. And an illegal good. What were you guys playing today, Wacky Tabaxi Tavern? And that is it. Done. Sorted. Easy. Sold. What do I need? Money. I need money. So I can activate this and buy things for these. Well, first things first, there is a very quick, easy action I can take, which is excusing my terrible card flipping skills. Both of these cost black market goods as an alternate cost, so I'm going to build them for a very easy, quick 3 victory points. And each one I'm going to steal some money from the bank. So I will put those underneath this planet here that hits both the research and the greenery, the flame symbol for that. So that is 3 victory points for me, easily spending those black market tokens. And I will then... this needs a heart symbol, so I'll come back to that later. I will steal 2 energy. And for my third action, I will do my black market illegal stuff. And I will... What do I need? What do I not have a lot of? Pink? No, I'm getting pink anyway, so let's go brown. Let's go purple. Purple's what I have the least of. So using the black market, the off-world exporter smuggle action that I have, this doesn't move the trade row, so I get a pink and a brown symbol. Played It's a Wonderful World. Oh man, I love It's a Wonderful World. We playing in person or on Board Game Arena? Because it is a great BGA adaptation. Makes it real, like for a game that is that many moving pieces, great implementation on BGA. I put a black market symbol there. Now, honestly, I just need to focus on victory points. I do need another sun planet to get my 4 victory points there. And then I need a couple of things in a few other places to get myself a few more victory points. So we'll clear these away. I'm going to clear the brown and this one because I don't have a cold planet yet. So I'm going to want to build that, and that moves brown all the way to the left. And this one doesn't move. Oh no, that one does move. No, energy, sweet. And look at that. There's the sun planet we need, and then another planet that we don't have. So that's going to be a bunch more victory points for me there. We don't flip out anything here. We do clear it away still. So there are no more level 2 developments for me to build. So maybe it's time I look at the level 3 developments. I've never built them in a solo game. It could just be a good move right now. So for this round, however, I am going to build... I'm going to purchase 2 planets. I'm going to purchase both the final sun planet I need to get myself 4 victory points, and the cold ball planet, which will give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different planet types, which at the moment will count it at the end, but as an additional 5 victory points. So right now, that is because I have hit my goal for my corporation. That is an additional 4 victory points. I believe I'm on 15. I will track this all at the end, but also I'm really on 20. So I just need 10 more victory points in any combination of finishing planets and anything else going on. So I'm feeling good. I was worried about not getting the off-world exporters, but just clearing that market away and then focusing on anything else has really helped. I'm pretty happy with how that's sitting right now. That's that round. No, that's not that round. It's 2 actions of 3. Can I buy any of these? Unfortunately not. It is close on... Unfortunately, none of those are focused enough on blue, which is what I have too much of. And unfortunately also blue has not got much money, so I'm going to... I'm going to sell both of... I'm going to take a very big risk and hope that I can get something useful here. I'm going to sell my purple and my blue. Or do I just sell... No, it's green. Do I just sell the 1 green for 3 money? That is the question. No, let's sell the purple as well and hope that I don't need the 2 purple for here. Purple and green for 6 money. Now that is the end of that action. In the end of that round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't clear anything from here because there is nothing to clear. We clear this planet away and purple and green both now sell for less, and that's why I had to sell them quickly before the market shifted. But blue is going to shift to the right and hopefully be able to do a little bit better for me in the future. What else can I get that will help me right now? I don't believe I have a forest planet. That gets me an additional victory point, so that's good. This is the end of the 3rd round. I've got 3 more actions before I have to discard my tokens, and that will mess up the market, but I'm going to spend an energy to clear this market away. We don't care about these, but let's see if anything useful does come up. Bunch of blue. Unfortunately, the exact thing I was worried about. I've got the blue for it, but I've just sold my 1 purple that I need. 3 money and a... bunch of black market tokens. That is very cool, but not very useful to me right now. Or 10 money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can I sell enough to get that? No. So I'm going to need to buy a purple, but that's fine because I also need to use my my off-world exporter 1 more time. So I'm going to spend 3 money to indicate that I have beat that part of this game. Now I just need to focus on 30 victory points. So I'm going to get myself a purple token and the shipping token. For my second action, I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exactly enough blue and exactly enough purple to get myself... And this is the first time ever I bought one of these. This is a very special kind of card. This is from a company called... They had a very specific name. Diamond Mega Engineering. You cannot reserve these cards. You can only ever build them. So that is 5 victory points, which is wonderful and delightful, and I love seeing it. So that is very useful for me there. Doesn't really matter where I put it, so I'm going to put it underneath this one down here. And for my second action, I am going to get this kind of planet that I don't have. This is the planet Yorgon in the Zemi system, which I'll put right alongside the planet Zemi from the Zemi system. But that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 different kinds of planets. So that is an additional 5 points. So I'm currently really sitting on 20 points. Right now I have 9 tokens, so I need to discard 2 of them, and I'm going to discard these 2 brown tokens, which moves its symbol to the right. We discard these 2 planets. Let me double check neither of those are what I want. There was something I wanted. It's a heart symbol. We can't get that right now. So we'll discard those, which will also move that brown symbol to the right, and I'm hoping I can sell that for some money soon. We'll get some new things out, and maybe I can focus just on buying another one of these. Like, I've just got so many resources that I can buy everything that I can. There is a heart symbol there now, so that is another couple of points. And we will shift these two along and get 3 new planets. I believe I don't have a cloud symbol yet, so that is the final planet type that I need. And now I get my resources, my income. So I'm going to get a blue and an energy, 2 blue, 2 green, brown, 2 brown. If I stop dropping them everywhere. What do I get here? 2 science, a green, and a black market. Science and a green. And then a shipping here. All right, we do get an event for this round. The event says, opportunity. During this round, the planet and development rows each have 4 cards rather than 3. I mean, that's cool. Let's see what these final cards are. The solar array, which probably I could buy. That is 6 brown and 2 blue. But I think this one is better. The asteroid drill is a bunch of green and 2 brown. We have an extra refinery and an extra planet up there. All right. Let's start with that one. That's a nice, easy 5 points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 brown to purchase the asteroid drill. That will give me 5 points. I'm fairly sure I've got this in the bag at this point, but let's see how many points I can rack up. That's 5 points and can go under this planet here. I then will, for 1 blue and a brown, purchase this refinery here, which I am going to place underneath my lovely black market filled company planet here. That gives me an additional 4 points. I will then purchase that final planet type that I need in Vion, which is a cloudy planet. Look, Mom, I'm a planet. That will be an additional 7 points. I'm currently, if my maths is correct, on 29, but let's see how many more I can get. We've got 6 more actions. We will clear this away and this away. Sorry, the other way, that way, that way. This one will come back. And then here, and here, and here. The galactic market is looking very healthy right about now. We flip out another 2 of each of these. Because of the event, we have extras. Alright, I don't really care about planets now. I'm just looking for developments I can buy. Is there a way I can get to 10 money? I currently have 3. I don't believe so, so I'm not going to buy that. What can I buy that's going to help me get victory points somewhere else? Is there a way I can generate a science and a black market? If there is a way I can generate a black market. It does lose me a victory point, but it'll be worth it in the end. So I'm building this card in the hopes that I can then get a science card in the next round. So I am down a point right now. I'm then going to... does anything else care about? Anything else? You know what? Let's do it the other way. I'm going to put that one there. So then I can purchase this card for a blue and a purple. This is another refinery. Put them in the right hole. That makes me a green, which I can put under this planet. which gives me another 4 points worth it. And then for a final action this round, I will... Let's go for it. Let's... What's getting moved? Not enough that's going to matter. What can I do to get points? Not a lot. Let's take my Omniforge action just for extra resources. Final round, 3 more turns. We get a bunch more cards out. A few things get a little bit more expensive, and the literal perfect card has just come out in the lovely research station. I'll be playing 1 blue to lose a victory point, but I can slap that bad boy under there for an additional 4. So that's 1 action. I can sell to get 3 money, which takes me up to 7, but I've got no other way to get money. It would be real close to buying the Ministry of Commerce, but I can't. I can't make enough resources anywhere to get anything else. So I think that's it. Let's have a look at what high score I can actually get here. So I'm going to reset my score back down to 0. We do know that I built the 2 off-world exporters. So I built them and I've used them 4 times. So we know as long as I hit 30 victory points, I am winning this game. I will start with my venture capitalist, Legitimate Ventures LLC. I have 1, 2, 3 sun planets, so that is 4 points. My home planet cared about me generating green resources, and I generate 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, 5 of them, so I easily get those 3 points. In a multiplayer game, it's not about you generating at least 3, it's about you generating more than anyone else, which I think is a really fun way to play the game is, focus on these resources. You'll be able to spend them and sell them later, and everything in this game connects, but if you do well enough, you'll get some victory points. I love when there's little connections that help your brain get the game going. I then have Jums, which has a agriculture symbol under it, for 2 points. The Belvita system doesn't do anything for me. The Glimpse system does meet its requirement, however it is losing me a point, so that is only 3. The Sahar system, the Belvita planet, Sahar system in the Sahar system in the Belvita planet, Belvita system in the Belvita system, Belvita planet in the Belvita system hits its requirement for an additional 4 points. The Glint system is doing nothing for me. No, the Glint system is nailing it. It only needed 2, and I've got the 2 there, so that's 3 points. The Vion system is doing nothing for me. The Yorgon system is doing nothing for me. The Zemi system is losing me a point, but gaining me 9 points. And the Cold Ball system in the Cold Ball planet in the Hubble system is losing me a point, but gaining me another 9 points. These tier 3 developments really came in handy in the end. So I'm already at 35 points, and then we will check our endgame scoring of planet types. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different planet types for a total of 6 more victory points, ending me at the end of the second game on 41 victory